The United States and Iran exchanged fire for the fifth consecutive day as the battle over Strait of Hormuz intensifies while Tehran draws a Hormuz red line. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, is weighing options to widen the strikes. Iran's negotiator Mohammad Ghalibaf says Tehran is in existential war with the United States. The latest, Iran has carried out retaliatory strikes with missiles and drones targeting Bahrain, Jordan and Kuwait, which host U.S. bases. Iraq's Prime Minister Ali al-Zaidi claimed there was an overnight drone attack on the city of Erbil in Iraqi Kurdistan province. The attack, which was intercepted, came as al-Zaidi pledged to disarm non-state armed groups during his White House meeting with President Trump. Iran has drawn a red line for the United States. It has warned that Tehran will crush key targets in the West Asia region if Trump's threats to target the country's infrastructure in the coming days are carried out. This comes a day after Trump threatened that U.S. forces would target key Iranian infrastructure next week if the diplomatic breakthrough is not achieved.
The criminal United States continues its lawlessness and its efforts to destabilize the region. First, we once again stress that under no circumstances and in no way will we allow the United States, as a foreign and extra-regional country, to interfere in the Strait of Hormuz. This is Iran's inviolable red line.
The U.S., on the other hand, launched a wave of strikes on Iran, hitting areas around Tehran for the first time in the current round of fighting, as well as striking other provinces. The U.S. also said it fired on a tanker sailing towards Karg Island, Iran's biggest oil export terminal. According to the CENTCOM, it fired a Hellfire missile at the ship after it ignored multiple warnings. According to reports, President Trump is planning to expand U.S. military operations in Iran after days of briefings from top aides. The U.S. president is weighing several options, including stepping up airstrikes, sending ground forces to seize Iranian islands near the Strait of Hormuz, and bombing a fortified site that could be used for covert nuclear work. But Iran has not capitulated to Trump's demands that it surrenders its nuclear stockpile after weeks of military strikes and an interim deal. The diplomatic gridlock has prompted Trump to ask aides for new escalatory options that could force Iran to surrender, or at least promise to stop attacking commercial vessels in the strait. Trump, who hosted a Situation Room meeting, discussed the potential seizure of the Karg Island and other territory along the Strait of Hormuz using U.S. troops, as well as the potential bombing of a tunnel complex in a mountain in Iran. A nuclear-linked site of the U.S. is yet to target. Now, expanding airstrikes against more targets in Iran, including energy sites, also remains a crucial possibility. Though Trump has not made a final decision on next steps in the war, he has vowed that Iran will be defeated.
The country is booming, and we'll have Iran defeated soon. They'll be defeated very soon. And then I guess it'll be even better. But, you know, even during this, it's been amazing. I mean, to think, so I call it a military operation, but call it whatever you want. It's incredible. It's like it hasn't made a dent.
A green light on either a Pickaxe Mountain or Karg Island operation will be Trump's riskiest bet of the war. Pickaxe Mountain is located near Iran's heavily damaged Natanz uranium enrichment facility. It is regarded as one of the country's most heavily fortified nuclear-related sites. It consists of tunnels built into granite some 300 to 475 feet beneath the surface of a mountain peak. It is far deeper than Iran's nuclear enrichment sites at Natanz and Fordo, which the U.S. and Israel bombed last summer. The site is believed to be incomplete. The depth of the Pickaxe tunnels means they might not be vulnerable to direct hits from the U.S. military's bunker buster bombs. Experts say attempting to seize the Karg Island would harm the country's oil industry, but it also would put American forces directly in harm's way. Troops would be easy targets for Iranian missiles and drones.